So my name is Sherry Brake. I am the Supervisor of Capital Projects for the town of Caledon. So far the community has been very excited. We communicated to the community that it was going to be 2025 for the substantial completion. We were ahead of schedule. It turned out really well. Having the library and the pool and the 2 twin rinks and all the fitness, it all really ties it together, and it really is a community building for the community. When the town realized we were ready to build the expansion, we've done several projects, so we knew how projects go. We knew what we wanted, we knew what we didn't want. We wanted that technical expertise. We really wanted to be involved. We wanted to have a say. We wanted it to be open, transparent. Those are the things that we're really trying to communicate. Ball having the expertise they did, they brought that to the table. A lot of the times we will go and visit other facilities, but they had already constructed a lot of these things. They had already done this in the past, so we really were able to utilize their expertise. I would say the one challenge that we probably posted to them was we weren't doing LEED in this facility. We have a green building standard that we created, and this building was a pilot for that. It wasn't set in stone. It was something that we worked together on, and we identified, okay, we want to push the envelope. We want to make things better. We want to green the building. We want to reduce our emissions overall. So that was where we did have some challenges, and we came up with some really good solutions. For instance, we replaced the plant in our 2 ice rinks, and it's actually supplying heat to our pool, in-floor heating in the library, and out throughout the hallway. We couldn't have done that without their expertise. Of the contractors that I've dealt with in the past, Ball Construction has probably been the most budget-conscious contractor that I've ever dealt with. Normally, contractors are quite happy to spend your money. They had made a commitment in the beginning. They knew that we had a budget, and they did their best to stay within it. And obviously, like I said, we challenged them in areas, and we knew that some of those challenges would come with a price tag. I think that it was a good working relationship that we had. There was a lot of communication. There was no guessing. You kind of knew what was happening, and that was huge because sometimes that doesn't happen. We did have challenges, whether it was during construction, whether it was a contractor, a subcontractor. Ball owned it. They owned the problem, they came forward with a solution, and they were open, clear, transparent, all the things that you want. But they also pushed it as well. If there was something, a better option, they would push to see if they could get that better option. So it was good to know that they were working for us, not against us. Having the public utilize the building while we were constructing certainly was a challenge. We don't have a lot of ice rinks in Caledon, and we have a pretty aggressive user group, especially with COVID and everything being shut down. We really didn't want to remove that opportunity to have the ice rink. It wasn't ideal, it really wasn't, so we really worked with the public and got them to communicate what was happening, and we made sure that we issued those specifically to Ball so they could help us figure out some solutions. They took responsibility for it and did whatever we asked or whatever we could do to make the public happy. Our contractors, our constructors, our consultants, at every one of our meetings. Every time we sat down, everybody sat down with us. We were all at the table, we all had a say, we all heard what was happening. It eliminated that third party kind of relay that happens, you know, like the message changes over time. So it prevented that. And it made it so that everyone understood exactly what we wanted because they were there. They were part of it. I would say that the team that we worked with was very professional. Our Ball team consisted of Gary, Jason Homewood, Andy, and Tyler. Those were our main kind of characters that we dealt with regularly. And Tyler and Andy are still here because we are working on the exterior phase. So they are still doing work with us, and I'm quite happy to have them here. And to be honest, I would recommend them on our future teams. You could always call them and just ask a question. You never felt like you couldn't ask the question, or even on evenings or weekends, which I felt like I had to really apologize to their wives when I met them for the opening. The opening went really well. There was quite a few people that came through that day. It was the first time they could actually go into the pool. It's a warmer pool, it's a therapeutic type pool. When COVID happened and some of the challenges that came with it, we did have an outdoor rink. The public really liked it. So when we took it down, they were like, we really would like to keep that. So it was something that happened during the project, and then the councillors kind of came and said, you know, is there an opportunity for us to incorporate an outdoor rink? We worked with Ball and we said, like, can we work it off for our plant? And they were really good with it. Knowing some of those costs and just having that expertise, it wasn't a delay. Oh, let's wait and see. We'll have to design it and hope for the best. We were able to get some of those cost estimates early. They really had their pulse on some of those things. And that was because they have the expertise. They've done this in the past, and they worked really well with their contractors. I would have to say the best thing dealing with Ball Construction is knowing that you're in good hands. Just you feel comfortable knowing that even if there's a problem that comes up, you'll figure it out. You know you'll find a way through it. We've worked with Ball Construction for this project. We have them on another project, and to be honest, we just pre-qualified them for the next. We have a lot of growth happening in Caledon, So there's no question we would use Ball and BBA again as a team. They are on our vendor of record moving forward, and anyone that is doing a facility of this nature, whether it's an arena, a pool, even a fire hall, I know that we've been working with them on some of those components as well. They've been very good with some of the recommendations, and we would definitely use them again, there's no question.